What we are here to talk about this new moon at 13 degrees of Libra of October 6th of 2021. Man, this energy is powerful. There's going to be a big start new moon. Okay, actually, I mean, if you guys have seen my October energy report, you'd know, and I mean, you can see it out in the world. Like, there's a lot of change going on. There's a lot of stuff happening. It just happens to, like, this month, October, just happens to be the month where, like, the pot is going to boil over, right? Like, the things are going to start happening because, of course, you know, not only do we have Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Mercury going direct. All right, 4 freaking planets, 4 out of 7, 7 if you're including Chiron, going direct in this 1 month. Man. So especially with Mercury, you know, being in Libra and conjunct Mars, and for this new moon specifically, I'm going to pull this up on the screen here. For this new moon specifically, it's at 13 degrees of Libra. Now we see here, we have the moon, the sun, Mars, and Mercury retrograde. 13 degrees, quincunx Uranus at 13 degrees, sextile to Neptune, and back to the new moon at 13 degrees. So this is a lot to unpack, guys. This is really, and then this new moons represent new beginnings, right? Now with these energies, let's break it down one by one. All right. First, I would like to look at the yod, okay? Because this yod, a yod during that, when a yod is present during an exact full moon or new moon, it's the collective is just massive amounts of purging. Okay. And with it being in Libra, in fact, here, this is the feel, this is the vibe of what the collective is going to feel like. And with this new moon, and because Mars is almost exactly to the minute conjunct to the sun, I mean, this is kind of trippy, actually. I haven't really seen anything like this. Libra, 13 degrees. Let's see. See if I can share it with you guys. Is this it? Libra, 13 degrees. Yes. Okay. So men and women in white towels in a steam bath, talking and sweating profusely. Now, when you hear this, put a vision, an image in your mind of what I'm saying. All right, this is the feel, this is the experience of this energy from this number numerologically. All right, when you are personally ill, disattuned, all broken up, you can find a kind of healing and transformation by exposing yourself to shared experiences that give you a boost and let you release what has gotten you to this point. You will find others in similar places to your own. Rituals and styles of change, of opening, of becoming somebody new can become a way of life in themselves. Being thrust into collective cycles, taking on collective karmas, immersing yourself in what is going on with everybody, feeling it all, sensing what it is like to be human, to be wounded, to be searching, alive to the multiple chemistries, along an open-ended pathway, yet you also tend to loop back, to grow attached to the way it seems, and to be naive to what you are really doing after all. Experiences and processes must be springboards into really becoming free, and perhaps also by rooting into a place where love is born, out of whose source you can give so abundantly and be sustained in the universal flow, as one who kept at it until all the semblances gave way to the adventure authentically embraced. Oof. So really, you know, of course, we know Libra is all about a partnership connection, right? But we're looking at, also like what's fair, like what feels right, what feels fair. So I'm feeling more this is our internal psyche, but it's also a representation of the external world too, right? So so because there's a yod happening during this new moon, this particular part is going to affect the collective, all right? Which personally, I think this is a very good thing. It's not going to look so good on the outside, but it's like all this, you've seen those memes with like, there's like a big iceberg on the top. It's like, you see like this is success, and on the bottom, it's like, but there's all the work we did to get the success, right? You see a little, right now we're seeing like just the tip, right? We have just a tip sticking in there, but we have no idea what's really going on because so much misinformation. Is really literally like a underground or maybe a multidimensional situation going on in the world right now, where we really have to be careful, right? We have to be mindful of our thoughts. We have to be careful about what we eat, what we say, what we think, what we feel, all over the place. So it is really, really important to tune in and bring yourself back into the present moment and look around. If you're, look, right now, especially with this Mercury retrograde, even me, I've been seeing everybody is just, kind of cranky and bitchy and tired, or shit's going wrong, or, technology is not working like it's supposed to, or you can't get your food the way you want it, or just, it's going to be something that just like irritates that little part of you. It's like, oh, why? Fuck you, right? Is that feeling inside that we have to breathe through. Like, okay, why am I feeling this? We have to take a step back and ensure that we are not projecting our own fears, things, sensations onto other people, because look, that's where most of these problems come from in the world, is from projection, right? Come on, look at it out there. If we're all raising our vibration, like which we are, but if we were all consciously really doing that and moving through it, like everybody would be walking around and you would meet somebody's eye and you would know, it'd be like, I'm working on myself. Yeah, what's up, dude? Yeah. You just, when you meet someone's eye, you can see it. You can also see it if they're going through some shit, right? Now, sometimes so pay attention, next time you're out and about or around, do you put your head down? Do you do something to, put headphones in or something, or do you do something to distract yourself to make sure that nobody's talking to you, right? Like, I just want to live alone, or do you go around and just talk to everybody? Do you take on everybody's shit, right? You have to start a conversation with everybody what's going on. Take this awareness of your day-to-day stuff, okay, of the people that you're around, and pull yourself back out of it and observe it and see, like, okay, right now is the time to really look and see what's going on in my reality, in my immediate sphere. Picture like a, I don't know, 10-foot bubble around you of energy, okay? Whatever comes in that 10-foot bubble is you. All right, so whatever's coming in that 10-foot bubble, you're exchanging energy with that person, thing, situation, whoever or whatever it is. It could be a rock, a piece of dirt, it could be a person, it could be a car, a motorcycle, a cat, a dog, an animal, you name it, whatever it is, look at, like, okay, how am I feeling about this? Like, you see a dog that looks angry, like, oh, fuck, like, don't bite me. Am I having that reaction, And if you have been bit by a dog, I know a lot of people that, oh, okay, so let's take that, for example, all right? And, if you feel that way, then like, okay, breath is life. So we want to really be aware and cognizant of our, I don't want to say reactions, of our interactions, okay? Because we don't want to impulsively react. We want to be as conscious as possible. And the way we slow down, the way most efficient way to do that is through breath. There are many, many other ways to do it, but breath is life, right? So breath is probably one of the most important things that we do because we're really good at it. We kind of need it, right? So breathe through it, slow yourself down. If you're experiencing frustration, if you're experiencing any kind of difficulties or issues, just okay, like this. We need to come up with a song like blame on the retrograde, right? No, but we're not blaming anything. All this is doing really all the stuff that we've done since the last Mercury retrograde, or since in the last like 6 months to a year. When Mercury goes retrograde, it just brings up all the whatever house it's in for you. It brings up all the stuff in there, and it's like, all right, we gotta get this out. This was not your highest vibrational good. This was not your highest vibrational good. So if you're acting in your highest vibrational good, bad shit ain't gonna happen, guys. Like this is sort of like Mercury retrograde is sort of like a karma check, right? Have you been doing the right thing or not so much? And if you haven't, then you're going to be having a rough time. And if you have, then hey, look, now we just got to deal with the itty bitty details and all the bullshit. And there's going to be technology issues, and there's going to be communication issues and problems. But when everybody understands that, there's a mutual, like openness, connection about it that makes it kind of okay. All right. So just allow things to be okay. Now, so we went over the numerology for the location of the new moon. Now, that new moon is also the epicenter of this yod. Now, so when we have a yod, especially with a new moon, this is very significant because this energy is sort of going to trump, all the other energies going on. We also have Black Moon Lilith, and I'm going to throw Uranus in there because Uranus energy is, it's a 7-degree orb. So Uranus and Black Moon Lilith sextile over to Neptune, both quincunx over to the Sun, the Moon, and Mars. Now, all right. So a quincunx, when we're dealing with when we're dealing with yod, a yod is also known as the finger of God. This is very fated time. There's going to be things that are going to come up that we all need to learn, that we all need to know, that we all need to see so that we can move through it, right? It's very, very important that you relax into it and allow these things to flow through you. There's going to be a lot of learned lessons, a lot of things that we know. This is going to increase our trust and our faith in the universe, in God, source, whatever you want to call it. And it's also going to help us see our fear at a deeper level. All right. Now, seeing our fear at a deeper level typically brings some stuff up. It's scary. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. It's not right. Right. But it has to come up so we can get out. Right. And this is bringing a lot of stuff from the unconscious into the conscious to get out. Now, not only that, though, we're connected in a deep way because of this transit to the collective unconsciousness. So, and I was talking about this earlier. It's kind of like the people that are really doing the work, like you guys watching this right now, we're kind of like, have you ever seen a strongman competition? And, like they're pulling like the semi. Well, we're kind of like the spiritual strongman right now. And we're pulling the collective unconscious is a semi. And we're pulling, and, more and more people are waking up and are, doing what they got to do. But it's still, a very heavy and intense and difficult job. So the best thing that you can do through these times is to have compassion, show love, and, create a space of safety, of joy, of happiness, of content. Because look, the more as this darkness comes out, it's going to feel like shit, but it's gone, dude. Like after we let it go, it's done. It's over with. Thank God. Don't ever come back. Right. So don't be afraid to, choose the people that you want to be around wisely. All right. You know what is in the best interest of you. So follow through with it. But just if you need to touch the stove a couple more times to make sure that it's hot, and you're going to get fucking burned. All right. That's just, it has to get to the point where you're going to change. So however stubborn you are, just like, I'm myself stubborn, however stubborn you are is going to be the intensity value of this transit. Okay. But it's coming out because not only do we have all this stuff going on with this yod, we have Chiron at 10 degrees of Aries, and the sun, the moon at 13 degrees of Libra. So this is literally, just a 3-degree orb of the sun, the moon, and Mars being opposed to Chiron. So we have a yod, we have a Chiron opposed. So literally, this is this is deep, guys. This is all our deep emotional stuff coming up and out. And say, hey, what are you gonna do about it? This is why I was saying, dude, like, October this is like the heart and the mind want to get along. They want to get together. They want to communicate, but they have to learn the same language, because for all our lives, our heart and our minds have kind of been speaking different languages, and we have to learn how to, connect with each other in a new way. But this higher vibration, this ascension process is pushing our vibration higher, and it's teaching us essentially the language of each other, right? Which is essentially the awareness. So the more awareness we have, sometimes it's like piece of the puzzle, like, fuck, where does this piece go? I don't know. I'm just okay, put it to the side, put it right there. And the more calm and relaxed, you kind of like build an image of it in your mind, right? And you take some more pieces. Okay, this goes there. And then maybe 20, 30 minutes down the road, oh, that's where you go. Boop. Too easy, right? But you might have to slow down. You might have to, like, if you really don't super enjoy doing puzzles, like this is a psychological puzzle, you might have to let it. I'm sure you guys know what that means, but I digress. And yeah, and on top of all that, if that wasn't enough, all right, we have Pluto that literally, I think, is going direct in minutes, or let's see here. Yeah, okay, so literally after it's exact, it's Pluto is standing still and then going direct just hours after that new moon. So basically you can say that they're doing it together. So with Pluto, and not to mention, oh man, all right, we have everything square white moon Selena, which is actually like not a bad thing, but we do have Mars coming up to its square to Pluto later on in the month, which you can go check out my October video. I'll talk about that. And so guys, this let me get back here. So this full moon, this new moon, also conjunct Mars and conjunct Mercury retrograde. This is all about, like, I want to get shit done. I want to make it happen. I want to get going there. I want to know how it works. I want to figure it out. I want to move. But Mercury retrograde is like, whoa, we have to figure this shit out first. We can't move yet. We don't have all the information, right? So we have to temper that frustration within us. So there's also something else I want you guys to see too, because we have Venus. Now, Venus is coming to 29 degrees of Scorpio on that same day too. It's a few hours again later at 8 a.m. on October 6th. So with Venus at the anorectic degree of Scorpio, okay. So Venus is our relationship to, like, our finances. Well, we want relationships, like, we want to feel good, right? We want to look like, we want to feel like, how we receive our relationship to abundance. So this is what the inside degree says about Venus at 29 degrees. And I feel like this is very significant because, again, the anorectic degree is about 10 times stronger than you know, than any other degree. Plus, it's going to be it's coming into its conjunction with the south node, opposing the north node. This is significant because Venus can, in this situation, it can bring back opportunities. It can bring up old feelings, old experiences to be like moved through or worked through again. It can be, you know, beneficial or it can be difficult. It depends on what you have going on. But the one thing that it will be is intense. Okay, especially with all this, you know, still having this Uranus. You know, Uranus is still playing a role, especially in that yod. You know, this is a lot of fated stuff is going to be happening right around this time. And again, on the deepest level, Pluto is there just sitting still, solid. So that's basically, Pluto is the underworld. It's the unconscious mind. It's as deep can go, and it is sitting still. So it is sitting in its deepest place. You get what I'm saying? Like Pluto, and then as it goes forward, it's like, all right, now it's time to make a move. Now it's time to make a decision. Now it's time to take action. So you may have been trying to get shit started, but you can't, or you're in this habit. You're like, fuck, I can't break this habit. What the hell's going on? There may be some resistance to that going on. However, with this energy, today on this new moon, this week, this month, it's blasting us through it, whether we like it or not. And we're going to just have to clear this energy. But the thing is, we're going to come on the other side fine and be like, wow, okay, that was as bad as I thought it was going to be, because it felt a lot worse because it's so deep. So this is actually, this new moon will be a great time to like go out in nature, or maybe do a ceremony, or, you know, be with people that you really love or feel comfortable and safe with, or do some even like tantric work if you have a partner. You know, something like that would be a really, really great idea. But I want to show you guys the Scorpio degree, because I found this very interesting. So 29 degrees Scorpio, an umbilical cord, all right? Definitely completely attached. But what you are attached to changes drastically. Each time it is to the source of sustenance. If at first a mother, womb, and elemental past, it can easily become later on a great teacher, a path, a journey. You are still thoroughly, personally hooked into the sweetness, the juice, the power. Yet, as the levels shift, as the attunement deepens, you go from destructive enmeshment towards incredible openings. And as you learn to cut loose from each last thing to move towards the next greater thing, you become adept in the rough process of inner soul work. You have an extraordinary aptitude for taking the most binding and heavy-duty circuits and moving into and through them, grasping hold of the guiding influence of even greater circles of allegiance, leading eventually towards mutation and evolutionary breakthroughs of the first magnitude. As deep. So this is, I mean, thank God, I'm going to be doing an e-boga journey on Monday. So, and I'm going to let you guys know about it, and it's going to be interesting. And then that's where we're going to start really getting these journeys going down there in Mexico and Costa Rica. So these are like prime times to utilize these cosmic energies to purge out the stuff that you don't want anymore, especially if you're struggling with like relationship issues or addictions, or like, you know, like habit, like you can't get up in the morning or you can't fall asleep at night, like rearranging your habits and patterns. This is going to be like, it's going to give you the opportunity to have sort of a shock to the system and push it into, you know, this next level. Okay. So this is going to be an intense time. It's an excellent time for healing. Let those wounds come up, let them clear out. Be honest with yourself and watch that ego, watch the triggers, watch the projection, and watch the world stage. Because I bet you right around this time, we're going to see a lot of really unexpected weird, I mean, not like we haven't seen it already, but we're going to be seeing a lot more unexpected weird stuff going on the world stage. Okay, so be ready for that, because it's going to be a trip. Get your popcorn. But now I want to say be ready for that. All right, Don't go into fear mongering mode where you listen to it. Oh my God, there's going to happen. Basket. No, look, you watch the mainstream media. It's like, it's bullshit. It's all the stuff they're talking about is literally, it's like a play. Okay. Don't fall for the bullshit, and like focus on creating your life. Focus on love. Focus on creativity, not competition. Okay. Creativity is the vibration where things come alive. That's the Uranian aspect. That's where growth happens. That's where, like homeschooling is becoming a big thing. Like every industry in the world is transforming and changing. Each one of us has a part to play in that. So what is your purpose? Do you know what your purpose is? A lot of people with this massive awakening, going on, it's going to continue. It's even going to keep ramping up. A lot of people are feeling lost and feeling confused. And what do I do? Where do I go? I lost my job. There's a change going on, blah, blah. Well, you have to go through that process to face the things that have been holding you back from living your best life. Okay. I'm super grateful and humbled that I was able to, do that years ago. So now I've already created that. So this stuff, this whole world shit doesn't even really affect me a whole lot. So grateful for that. Right. In fact, I've been doing a lot better than I was before. So, things are changing, value systems are changing, and it requires brutal honesty, brutal honesty. So here's how you can gauge it, right? Take a look at your life. If your life is unhappy or not going the way you want it to, or feel like it's over, or in some kind of negative way, shape, or form, all right, that is the universe telling you that it's time to stop doing what you're doing. Take a step back. When I finally realized this years ago, I just, because I was always trying to do something or take something or make something happen or chase or go. When I finally realized that shit just ain't going to work, I stepped back and I was like, okay, I'm just going to start undoing what I've been doing one thing at a time. And I had to start going through myself. Like, okay, like I'm going to stop complaining about this or stop thinking about that. Or I'm going to, I don't know, like my bad habits that I know I need to stop. I just stopped. And then I was like, oh, fuck. All right. Now what do I do instead of that? Now to create new habits and patterns. And that is exactly what, we're doing here. Okay. So we have to redirect our energy from fear and from feeling lost. Even if you are feeling lost, like, look, honestly, everybody on the earth is feeling lost right now. Nobody knows what the hell is going to happen a year from now. I don't care what kind of technology you have. It doesn't matter. Like the future is unknown, guys. We're creating our future. So the future starts in your mind. So as this stuff is coming up, like try to approach it from a different place. Try to be like, thank you for teaching me this. Thank you for showing me this. I'm grateful for having the awareness now that I can see, so I can go beyond this and have the strength and the courage to move into your divine sovereign purpose. And the more of us that do that, that's the fifth dimension, baby. When everybody is living their purpose and doing what they're meant to do, and everybody's working together, there's no greed or bullshit. Like there's plenty of stuff to go around. Okay. So let's all work on this together. Please like, share, and subscribe. And definitely if you resonate with this information, you're like, yeah, my friend so-and-so, really needs this. Send this shit to him. All right. Let him know, Nahum said what's up. All right. I love you guys very much. I hope you have a beautiful Libra new moon, and I'll see y'all on the next report. Peace.